Derivatives of trigonometric functions. So dito sa video na ito, i-discuss ko yung applications ng trigonometric functions sa ating derivative. Okay? So first, introduce ko muna sa inyo yung ating working formulas. So yung ating working formulas na kailangan yung i-memorize ay makikita natin sa ating module at sa ating mga references. Okay? So for the derivative of a function sine of x, that would be equals to cosine of x. Whereas yung derivative nung cosine of x is equals to negative sine of x. And then the derivative of tangent x is equals to secant squared x. The derivative of cotangent x is equals to negative cosecant squared x. And for the last set, we have the derivative of the secant x, that is equals to secant x tangent of x. And then the derivative of cosecant x, that is equals to negative cosecant x cotangent of x. Okay? So ano yung napansin nyo dito? Ito yung inverse lang nila. Sine, cosine, tan, secant, and then cotangent, cosecant. Okay? Ngayon, itong lahat ng negative sign natin, dinotice, meron tayong negative dito. Ayan. So, pansinin nyo, yun yung lahat na nag-uumpisa sa letter C. Okay? Cosine, cotangent, cosecant. So, yun yung para madali natin siyang ma-memorize. Okay? So, ulitin ko, kapag yung function ay nag-uumpisa sa letter C, yan ay negative. Okay? Ngayon, kapag naman tangent at saka cotangent, naka-squared yan. And then, kapag secant at saka cosecant, yan yung pinakamahabang formula. Okay? So, let us come to the example. Y is equals to sine of x. So, therefore, yung ating y prime or the derivative of this function is equals to cosine of x. So, what if we add a constant? Okay? Y is equals to 3 sine of x. Okay. So, ngayon, itong meron tayong 3 sine of x. Recall natin yung ating rule number 3 sa derivative. If we have d over dx times cu, that is equals to the constant times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? So, in this case, yung ating constant dyan ay 3 at saka yung u natin ay sine of x. Okay? Ngayon, this should be equals to y prime is equals to 3, then derivative of sine of x. Okay? So, this should be equals to 3. Ano yung derivative ng sine x? Cosine x. And that would be the answer. Okay? Next example. If we have the derivative of 5 sine of x minus 4 tangent of x, recall natin yung ating sum and difference rule. Pwede natin siyang paghiwalayin, 'di ba? So ngayon, application siya nung meron tayong constant at saka meron tayong sum and difference. Okay? So therefore, this would be equals to yung ating constant na 5 times the derivative of u, which is sine of x with respect to x. So sine x minus 4 d over dx tangent of x. Okay? And this is equals to 5. And then, ano yung derivative ng sine of x? Cosine of x. Minus 4. Ano yung derivative ng tan of x? Secant squared x. And this would be our answer. Okay, next. How about d over dx is equals to a quantity 8 secant of x minus 5 cosine of x. Okay? Sorry, ang lakas ng ulan. So, this would be equals to 8. Then, the derivative of the secant of x minus 5. Then, the derivative of cosine of x. Okay? So, ngayon, copy lang natin yung 8 na constant. Then, derivative of secant x is equals to secant x tangent of x. Okay? Minus 5 times yung derivative ng cosine x natin ay negative sine x. Negative sine of x. Okay? So, therefore, simplifying further the equation, this will give us 8 secant of x tangent of x. Ito ay negative 5 times negative sine of x. That should be equal to positive 5 sine of x. Okay? So, another example. How about the derivative of 2 cotangent of x minus 7 cosecant of x? Okay? So, ito ay following the rule. We have 2, then the derivative of the cotangent x minus 7, then the derivative of the cosecant of x. Okay? So, copy lang natin yung 2. And then, yung derivative ng cotangent of x is equals siya sa negative cosecant squared x. Okay? Minus 7. At saka yung derivative ng cosecant x is equals siya sa negative cosecant of x cotangent of x. Okay? And then, simplifying further the equation, this will give us to negative 2 cosecant squared x. And ito, negative times negative, positive 7 cosecant of x cotangent of x. Okay? So, ganun lang po tayo mag-solve. Next. So, how about kapag ka y is equal siya sa sine of 4x? So, therefore, yung ating u dito is equal siya sa 4x. Remember our chain rule? Sa chain rule, if we have the derivative, that is equals to the derivative of y with respect to u times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? So, therefore, since yung ating u is equals sa 4x, y is equals to sine of u. Okay? Now, yung derivative nito, y prime is equal siya sa, una, yung derivative ng y. Ano yung y? Sine u. So, derivative of sine u. Okay? Times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? Ngayon, ano ba yung sine u? Di ba ito ay equal siya sa cosine of u? And then, ito naman ay equal siya sa, ano yung u natin? 4x siya, di ba? So, pwede ko na palang ipalit. Ano? Ito ay equal siya sa d over dx sine of x, 4x, times d over dx derivative of 4x. Okay? And then, this would be equals to derivative nung sine 4x, that is cosine of 4x. Then, derivative of 4x is 4. Okay? So, this would be equals to y prime is equals to 4 cosine of 4x. Okay? So, another example for chain rule. So, what if we have y is equals to sine quantity 5x plus 7. So, therefore, yung ating u dito is equals to 5x plus 7. Okay? So, i-rewrite natin siya. Y is equals to sine of u. Pwedeng hindi nyo na ito gawin, ano? Ito ay dinidiscuss ko lang para makuha natin yung pattern natin dyan. Okay? Pero kung ayaw nyo naman, wala namang problema kung hindi nyo na. Ito yung y, yung u natin ay nandun na sa taas. Ilipat ko lang. Yung u natin ay 5x plus 7. So therefore, yung ating y prime is the derivative of y. So d over du dy, kasi y ito, 'di ba? Sine of u times the derivative of u, which is 5x plus 7. Okay? So, ano ba yung derivative ng sine u? Di ba cosine u? Then, yung derivative ng 5x plus 7, ito ay constant, so magiging siyang 0. Itong 5x naman ay identity function rule. So, remember ha, kapag meron tayong derivative of x, that is equals to 1. Okay? At saka yung derivative of the constant, halimbawa 7, that is equals to 0. Okay? So, kaya nga sabi ko kanina, yung 5x plus 7, yung derivative niya is just equals to 5. Okay? And simplifying further, y prime is equals to 5 cosine of u. Ano ba yung u natin? So, that is equals to, y prime is equals to 5 cosine of the quantity 5x plus 7. Okay? Now, so another example, y is equals to sine of 3x plus cosine of 2x. Okay, so ito yung ating inside function dyan, yung mga 2x. Pwede natin siyang i-separate kasi meron tayong sum rule. Diba sa ating sum rule, ibalik natin, sum rule sa differentiation. If we have the derivative of u plus b, that is equals to the derivative of u with respect to x plus the derivative of v with respect to x. Yun yung sum rule. So, papalitan lang natin siya dito ng negative kapag ka difference rule siya. Okay? So, ngayon, tatanggalin ko na. Okay? So, pwede natin siyang i-separate. That would be equals to sine of 3x. O, ito muna. Derivative ng sine 3x, that is equals to cosine of 3x. And then, i-derivative natin yung u. D over dx of 3x. Okay? And then, copy natin yung plus. Then, multiply natin. Ano yung derivative ng cosine 2x? That is equals to negative sine of 2x multiplied by the derivative of 2x with respect to x. Okay? So, ngayon, ito, tinuloy na kasi natin to. Ito ay na derivative na natin, kaya wala na tayong d over dx. Pero ito yung inside function niya na 3x. Ito yung hindi pa natin na differentiate. Okay? So, ayan. So, tanggalin ko lang. Nawala yung s. So, therefore, this should be equals to 3 cosine of 3x. Kasi itong derivative ng 3x ay 3, di ba? So, ito, multiply this one. So, 3 cosine of 3x. Okay? Plus ba tayo? Minus na kasi may negative tayo dito. So, negative 2 sine of 2x. And that would be our answer. Next. How about y is equals to cotangent of 1 minus 2x yan. Y is equals to cotangent of a quantity 1 minus 2x squared. So, therefore, yung ating y prime would be equals to negative cosecant squared kasi cotangent siya, no, of this 1 minus 2x squared. Then, the derivative of the u. Ang u natin ay the quantity 1 minus 2x squared. Okay? Ngayon, yung 2x squared is equal siya sa 2 times 2. Diba ito kapag merong 2x squared tayo, itong exponent ay i-multiply natin dito. So 2 times 2x raised to 2 minus 1. Kasi may n minus 1 tayo dyan, diba? This would be equals to 4x raised to 1. Okay? So since negative yan, so ang mangyayari negative 4x yon. And that is equals to y prime is equals siya sa negative 4x times negative cosecant squared of 1 minus 2x squared. Okay? Yan. Ngayon, huwag kayong malito ha, ito ay galing dito. Okay? Kasi ito lang yung nakita ko kanina. Ngayon, simplify natin ito. This should be equals to y prime is equal siya sa negative times negative. Negative din. Okay, ito hindi magbabago kasi nasa loob siya ng parentheses. Pero ito negative tsaka negative. So, positive. 4x cosecant of cosecant squared quantity 1 minus 2x squared. Yan. So now, another example. Y is equals to tangent squared of x. Okay, so ito pwede natin siyang i-rewrite. That is equals to tangent of x raised to 2. So, alam natin ito, exponent, diba? So, this would be equals to 2 multiplied by the tan of x raised to 2 minus 1. Okay, 1 na lang. Then, derivative of tan x. Okay, so derivative nung tan x times the derivative of x. Okay, and simplify natin 2 tan of x times secant squared x. Kasi yung derivative ng tan x is secant squared x times derivative ng x is 1. And that would be equals to 2 tangent of x secant squared x. Yan. Okay. So, another example. How about this one? Y is equals to x squared sine of x. So, ito, recall the product rule. Meron tayong sinasabi sa product rule that if we have the derivative of u times b, that is equals to u derivative of v with respect to x plus v times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? So, therefore, in this example, yung ating y prime dito would be equals to x squared muna. Then, i-derivative natin yung katabi niya, yung sine of x. Okay? Plus, yung sine of x. Then, derivative natin yung x squared. D over dx of x squared. Okay? So, assuming that this is u and this is b. So, una, kinapin natin yung u, tas derivative natin yung v, tas dito naman yung v, then the derivative of u. So, simplify natin, y prime is equals to x squared, derivative of sine of x is equals to cosine of x, plus, copy mo lang muna yung sine of x, then derivative of x squared is 2x. Okay? And this would be equals to x squared cosine of x plus 2x sine of x. Okay? So, how about naman kapag meron tayong quotient rule ang gagamitin natin? Okay? Meron pa ba? Ayan. So, halimbawa, y is equals to cosine of x all over x. Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin na differentiation rule ay quotient rule. Sinasabi sa quotient rule, if we have the derivative of u over v, that is equals to v times the derivative of u with respect to x minus u times the derivative of v with respect to x all over v squared. Okay? So, ngayon, ito ang ating u at ito yung ating v. Okay? So, therefore, yung ating derivative of this is equal siya sa, yung u natin ay, pwede naman magkabaliktad. Wala namang problema. Okay? So, this is equals to v. Yung v natin ay x. Okay, x. Then, derivative natin ng u. So, ang u natin ay cosine of x. So, d over dx cosine of x minus cosine of x. Ito yung u natin times the derivative of x. Ito naman yung v natin. Okay, all over x squared. Kasi meron tayong v squared, diba? And this would be equals to y prime is equals to x times negative sine of x minus cosine of x times 1 all over x squared. Okay, negative times positive. So, ito ay magiging, wala na yan palang space. Ayun. Y prime is equals to negative x sine of x minus cosine of x all over x squared. Yan. So, ano pa ba? So, ngayon, sagutan natin yung ating activity kaya. Okay, for our activity 5 yata yun. No? For number 1, we have y is equals to 3 sine of x minus 4 cosine of x. So, therefore, this should be equals to 3. Then, derivative of sine of x minus 4. Then, derivative of cosine of x with respect to x. And that would be equals to 3 cosine of x minus 4 times negative sine of x. Okay? And this should be equals to 3 cosine of x positive 4 sine of x. Y prime. Okay? Number 2. For number 2, we have the y is equals to x cubed tan of x. Okay? So, this should be equals to x cubed d over dx or derivative of tan x plus tan x times the derivative of x cubed. Okay? And this should be equals to x cubed. Yung derivative ng tan x is equals to secant squared x plus the tan x. Derivative of x cubed is 3x. Okay? So, this should be equals to y prime is equals to x cubed secant squared x plus 3x tan of x. Okay? So, ngayon, pwede pa natin siyang isimplify. Okay? So, this should be equals to y prime is equals to x squared. Pinactor ko lang. Okay? And this should be equals to x secant squared x plus 3 tan of x. Ayan. Okay. For the last number, number 3, we have the function of x is equals to cosine of x all over 1 plus sine of x. So, therefore, ito yung u, numerator, and v yung ating denominator. This should be equals to v, 1 plus sine of x times the derivative of u. So, times d over dx of cosine of x. Okay, minus u cosine of x times the derivative of the v. Okay, quantity 1 plus sine of x. Okay, all over quantity 1 plus sine of x, sine x is squared. Okay, so this should be equals to 1 plus sine x times negative sine of x minus cosecant of x times sine x is 1 plus sine x is cosine of x all over quantity 1 plus sine x is squared. Okay? And this should be equals to negative sine x times negative sine squared x minus cosine squared x. Okay, all over quantity 1 plus sine of x raised to 2. Okay, and this should be equals to, okay, remember that ito, kahit tanggalin ko na yan, pwede natin siyang gawing positive to para magkaroon tayo ng identity. So kapag in-enclose ko ito, enclose ko siya dyan, automatic yung sine squared x natin ay magiging positive. Halimbawa, yan. Ibang kulay na lang. Ito. Halimbawa, we have negative sine squared x minus cosine squared x. Di ba kapag nilabas ko yung negative dito, this should be equals to negative quantity sine squared x plus cosine of squared x. Kasi pag minultiply ko siya dito, this will give us negative sine of squared x, negative cosine squared x naman. Diba? So, ngayon, gagawin ko dyan, ipapasok ko siya sa parentheses para maging plus siya. Okay? And then, meron kasing value yan. Okay? So, this should be equals to negative sine of x minus quantity sine of sine squared x plus cosine squared x all over quantity 1 plus sine of x squared. So yung sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equals to 1. Okay? Ito. Okay? So saan ba ako pwede magsulat? Yan. Dito na lang. Okay na yan. 1. So, therefore, rewrite ko na lang. No? Para madali. Wala. O, balik ko muna yung sinulat ko kanina. Nandito na tayo sa negative sine of x minus sine squared x minus cosine squared x. Pinasok ko ito dyan, so ito ay magiging positive. All over quantity 1 plus sine of x squared. Okay? So ngayon, meron kasing value itong sine squared x plus cosine squared x, that is equals to 1. Okay? So ngayon, pwede nating sabihin that it is equals to negative sine x minus 1 all over 1 plus sine x squared. Ngayon, ito ay merong value. Pag finactor natin yan, this should be equals to balik ko muna. 1 plus sine x squared. Dito na lang sa baba. Ngayon, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, pinasok ko siya sa parentheses. So, negative sine of x plus 1. Kasi para ma-eliminate natin siya. All over, i-factor natin yung denominator. This will give us 1 plus sine of x times 1 plus sine of x. Anyway, pareho lang yan ha. Nagkabaligtad lang naman. 1 plus sine of x is equals to sine x plus 1. So, makakancel natin yung isa. And this will give us negative 1 all over 1 plus sine x. Okay? And thank you.